Hey, right now I'm really nervous because I want to share my deepest and darkest fear and shame, which I was carrying in me for many years, maybe since 30 years now. 30. Oh, just realized. And yeah, because it was stopping me from basically living my life fully. And yeah, and having these thoughts like I'm not worthy of like living an abundant, happy, joyful life. Although I was doing all the inner work and meditation and everything, and conferences and places, which led me to this place here, because I went to Danny Morell's event in London some days ago, Awaken Your Higher Self, and I was releasing there a lot of old emotions and fear and trauma and shame and many things. And this led me to finally break through and share what I want to share since a long time, because I know many people live in this mental illusion, mental prison, in a subset of OCD. This is what I'm talking about right now. It's called obsessive compulsion disorder. So you obsess about something, you have compulsions, and it's a disorder. And I think I get bonus points to share this because my nervous system, inner child, is really nervous right now, because it's kind of like people sitting more or less close by, and maybe they could hear or not. And it's funny, like I'm talking around the topic like for 2 minutes now. My biggest fear, actually it's called POCD. It's like pedophilia, OCD, and this word is really heavy. And it's a really big taboo. It's not like when you have like, oh, I wash my hands 50 times a day because I'm afraid of germs, and nowadays people can say it. But like if you say like, oh, I'm afraid I'm a pedophile, I'm terrified of it. That's why I was avoiding playgrounds and making sure everyone is safe. That's a huge different topic. So, and that was me in the past. And I'm tired of like living with this illusion, fear, because I know what I am, I know what's true, who I am, and I'm love, and I'm kindness, I'm compassion. I'm a child of God. So yeah, and I shared this with my girlfriend 3 days ago, and it was causing a lot of let's call it confusion and irritation. But now we are in conversation about it, and So there are many people on Instagram and YouTube which can explain it much better than me. Therapists and professionals. So yeah, and I was basically thinking all my life, like, or more or less all my life, since teenagerhood, that I'm this like really dangerous monster. And let it sink in, yeah. That someone is living like this almost all his life, which is impacting finances, love life, family, everything, because you're carrying all this deep guilt, or more deep shame, fear. And the irony is, or it's like I am and you are, if you have this condition, the opposite of what you are afraid of to be. In this kind of, I'm just saying, a pedophile. You are the opposite. You are love. if you would be this pedophile person, you wouldn't think about it twice. For you it would be like, no, yeah, that's, you wouldn't have shame around it, or this would be your normality. But if you have OCD, you're horrified of it. You're like, how could I ever do something like this? And that's why you make sure everyone is safe, and you check all the time, and have this confusion and don't know, and this like fear and shame and everything, and then sometimes your body is getting like really tricky and creating like a groin sensation, and then you're like, fuck, okay, now I'm really like, what the fuck is happening? And only since some years ago, when I discovered this topic on YouTube, I was like, oh my god, now I finally have an answer, and I finally like have an explanation and like a direction, like, oh, that's what it is. And then you realize, oh, maybe I like also relationship OCD, like where you're constantly questioning, like, am I loving this person? Am I don't loving this person? Or like sexual orientation OCD, like, am I gay? Am I heterosexual? Am I bisexual? Am I whatever? And on you'll realize, oh, what the fuck, like it's like this obsession about things, intrusive thoughts, and then you have physical sensations, and then it feels really real, but it's not. That's the most fucked up thing. So, and again, I'm making this video to help people to break out of their mental prison, to realize that you are not this dangerous, bad, evil monster. You are not. You are a loving person, and you know that. And for some reason, this mental construct, maybe you can call it ego also, knows that and is latching onto it, to your deepest fears or your deepest values, and turns them upside down. Just flips it, and then you're like, so what the fuck is happening? And yeah, and I know maybe this video will cause certain reactions or certain fears, and that's okay for me, because I know who I am and I know what I am. And that's really liberating. Because I was also afraid of the punishment of God. Can you believe it? Because I was growing up religious. And God is only love. God is only love. So maybe even I had like religious OCD. Maybe it's a label, but maybe it helps you on your journey, and then you can let go of the label. Ta-da! It's just a realization. Yeah, maybe you can let go of the label and just be. And the label was just a stepping stone to your freedom. So yeah, and now I know that I'm worthy and that I'm liberated of this like crippling fear and shame. Maybe there is still some energy in me, and maybe it comes that I was being sexually abused as a child and in my 20s. And this shame and guilt was generating this like mind condition. Maybe it's true, but I know for sure, like, if I'm continuing this path and this healing path and releasing old energies, going to places which I find attractive, and then I will be the person I always wanted to be, and I always was supposed to be. What God or life or creation or whatever you want to call it was sending me here, or I was sending myself. Things can get crazy. To live my life, live my purpose, share my gifts, and helping other people to break free. And it felt really good to record this video, and it felt really good to share it with my girlfriend 3 days ago. It was really scary, but I did it. And on the other side of your biggest fear, of your biggest shame, is freedom, because it's a lie, it's an illusion. And that's why it has so much power. But it's not true. And I honestly can say I feel much freer and liberated in myself. And the shame is almost all gone. You decide, you live your life, you make your own decisions, and you are a spark, a sprinkle, a particle of God. Otherwise you wouldn't be here, and you know that. And you're suffering because you're living against this truth. You. If you have questions, just ask. And if you want to find answers, just ask me about this topic. And if you don't understand me, it's okay. I just know my truth. And I know who I am and what I am. I finally know. This was many years of confusion, and if it takes you many years to get out of it, so be it. And if you need help from experts, take it. If you want to go to an ayahuasca ceremony, go. If you decide to quit your job, do it. It's your fucking life. It's your life. You came here for a reason. I just realized I'm also speaking for myself. And I love you. And I love me. So enjoy your day, share your truth. There was all the time like a funky monkey on my t-shirt, so that was quite funny. But I don't care. I just keep the video. So wish you a really good day, and that your wishes come true, and that you live freely. I really wish it for you and for me. Love you.